Hello. This is Jesse Rosales from One Way to a Healthy Heart. Um, just sitting over here today. Today is going to be, what are we, the 16th? We're heading to 4.5 month of my journey in recovering from cardiac disease or diagnosed with cardiac disease just about 4.5 months ago. And so I'm sitting here today and just wanted to share where I'm at. For those of you that um, haven't heard or following me that has not found out what happened about 4.5 weeks ago or 4.5 months ago, I was diagnosed. I was had a little flutter when I was cutting my grass. It just kind of like a little sensation going up my neck, and obviously I went to my regular doctor, which he did not like the signs, and he sent me to a the emergency room. So I ended up it's about August, the end of August, and ended up being 4 days in the hospital, local hospital. And so what I found out, and the purpose of my video here is just to share what happened to me. Not stressing that this happens to everybody, but at least what happened to me was something that I wasn't pleased, and I thought people should know about it. So when I was diagnosed in the hospital with clogged arteries, one was 100%, the other one was 95, the other one was 90, and another one 80. So obviously, immediately they wanted to do quadruple bypass, which was scary. I worked out 3, 4 times a day or a week, I should say. Ended up eating literally salads and a lot of healthy foods, but that didn't work out. It kind of caught up with me. 57 years old, fairly decent shape, and I wouldn't say great, but I wasn't bad either. But anyhow, my story goes to show that when I was diagnosed with the quadruple bypass option, no other option was given to me. And because of that, I feel strongly that I should relay this message to others. So hopefully, if you're following me and keep up with these videos, I'm going to be doing this at least once a week. And obviously, down in the comment section, if you feel you have some questions or anything I can help you answer. But when I was diagnosed with my issue 4.5 months ago, it was the only option was surgery. And these doctors are trained with medication and surgery, and in reality, no nutrition. I happened to see this movie 8, 9 years ago called Fork Over Knives. That's in the Cleveland Clinic. There was a doctor called Caldwell Esselstyn, and cardiologist. He's about 80 to 83 years old today, or now. He still works at the Cleveland Clinic Wellness Institute in Cleveland. And what he does, he actually, patients come to him with heart issues, and he gives them this course and actually takes them under their wing and and tell them that they can go to a whole food plant based diet, eliminate oils, avocado, nuts, uh, refined flours, enriched flour, crackers, bread, pretty much a low fat diet. And he assured me that within 2 to 3 weeks, you'll see some difference. Well, it's been 4.5 months now. I think Dr. Esselstyn is a blessing. I just want to, pass this on that there's other alternatives. Unfortunately, doctors won't tell you the issues that happens when you have quadruple or any sort of bypass surgery. There's side effects of medication. There's 3 to 5% chance of dying during surgery. The stroke that can happen afterwards. Plus these veins that they take from your legs and other parts that normally don't last very long. In some cases, they go bad 3, 4, 5 months, a year. Some cases a little longer, 5, 10 years. But the fact that you're on the medication, the side effects of medications, there's a lot of issues that happens when you have the surgery. But the issue, I mean, obviously, way I see it, they're there to help you and obviously extend your life and hopefully keep you alive. Because the one option or the one symptoms that happens to be the number one killer is death. So I was fortunate enough, and I give all the glory to God that He kept me alive, and that I didn't have to go through surgery. After, like I was saying, Dr. Esselton, we reached out to him the very next day I left the hospital. He actually called and spent 45 minutes on the phone, explaining to me his book, his cause. And again, I was aware of him, but I was never read his book. But after following his program, 4.5 months later, I'm about 40 pounds weight less. My cholesterol, well, my cholesterol's doing well. I don't know, in 3 weeks right after the surgery, or I'm sorry, well, that right after the leaving the hospital, diagnosed with the surgery and having the surgery scheduled for 9 days after I left the hospital. Um, I started the program right after that, and in 3 weeks, I did a blood cholesterol check, and it went down from 265 to 184. Just 3 weeks. No medication, no Lipitor, and goes to show that there's other options out there. I'm feeling phenomenal now. Am I 100% cured? No, it's going to take a while, but it feels good that you're in the right direction. The flutter that I used to have in 5 minutes no longer there. If it comes, it's when I exert myself, and it doesn't happen till like way after, I would say about 30 to 45 minutes. So it's going in the right direction, but it will take some time. I mean, 55 years of or 50 years of eating the standard American diet. So just want to share this out to you. I recommend books like, here, I got one right here. This is the book that he mentioned to me. It's called Prevent Reverse Heart Disease, written by him, Caldwell Esselton, and his wife Anne, which in her half of this book is basically um, recipe. The other half is explaining the research, the studies, the science that he put uh, with ill heart patients that by altering their diet without medication, got them off of medication, gave them a good quality life, 10, 15 years afterwards. So um, these are patients who are ready to drop dead and no hope. So just want to share this with you. Obviously, if anybody has any questions, they can comment and I'll get back with them. Again, I'll be posting movies. I'll be posting videos like this just to keep you up on my results or my results. So anyhow, God bless, and we'll talk to you soon.